Give us like 10 minutes.
Oh god. Okay, we're about to go live soon. Hang on, I'm filling this in, and then I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click it. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna. Oh, there we go.
Alright, we're live.
We're live.
We're on camera.
We're on camera.
We're all sexy. Oh,
Yes.
Should
Alright.
bead all over the place. Okay. Let the walkthrough commence.
Okay, guys, don't worry about my screen. I'm
Actually,
fixing
you're
my
gonna have to close
stuff.
that off. You're gonna have to close it off and just like.
But,
Alright.
okay, I closed it. We should
Have
be
all
good.
of you read the handout that had like the history of Blaze Crossing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. My word.
You read it out to me like a bedtime story. I was really into it.
Oh, I'm jealous.
It's such a nice story.
You should have been here, Lumi. God.
I think he
I'll
might
go
have read
over
it
that.
to me too, though. Now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
did. I'll go over it soon enough. I read it to Shen as well. But I'll go over it when we go to the actual map. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about this stuff. Alright. Fantastic. We'll all learn what Prime is through the game. I'm not going to actually just give a direct explanation of what's going on. That'll be learned alongside of the players, because some of them have been to Prime in a past version of it that I had worked on, but they haven't been to it since.
The alternate reality.
Alright, so.
I like how you'll dance with me.
Wow, things are just popping up here
So
all
if
of
you
a sudden.
click
I should be used to
magnification
this.
button on there. You click that magnification button, it brings it all the way up. This is your player cheat sheet.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So when you get into combat, what happens is like you can look over and see that little box that says actions in combat. That tells you everything that you can do in combat. You don't have to like memorize things or anything like that. You know you can move. You can attack. You can always move your speed up to your speed, and you can always do one of those things. That's how combat works. Boom. If you're wondering what your strength and dex and all that stuff would fall into and where your proficiencies would come into place, that's right above it. Tells you the conditions you may suffer, all kinds of cool stuff right then and there. So if you ever like hesitant or you don't know what you want to do next, just pull that up. It's in your little handouts. It'll solve pretty much all of your problems if you're confused in combat.
How do I close it?
Just hit the little.
Oh, there we go.
Just click it and then hit the little X there.
I'm gonna do that.
Quick lesson.
Also, guys, whenever you have a tab open, you can, like, where the name of it is, you can double click that and it'll shrink down.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can keep it on hand if you need it.
There we go. The next one, I'm just doing a quick lesson for you guys. This is point of origin. If you have an ability or anything like that, this is how it works. Little star marks if you are a line, how you would draw the line in whatever direction, how cones work and all that stuff. So if you have a spell or something that tells you, hey, this affects a sphere.
That's
now you know how it
awesome,
works.
because it was always confusing with, like,
Yeah.
bursts.
Well, they
or...
made the mistake in 4th edition of calling it burst and blast, which is just enough to confuse.
That was so confusing.
exact
Oh my
same.
god.
That's pretty weird, because, like, yeah, what would be the difference between that? I would think it was just all the same, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Next thing is...
So I'm gonna need that as a caster.
Next thing is... gaining levels doesn't just happen automatically in this game. Used to in different games, or resting and whatnot. So what happens is, once you hit first level, you don't have to worry about it, because it's the first level. It is something that kind of happens, and everything you've done up in your life and up to that point has finally paid off. For the next levels after that, you have to spend an amount of days and some money to train and specifically level up. But whatever you've been doing to gain that level in recent times, so if you went out on a 5-day trip and leveled up on that 5th day, you would subtract 5 days worth of materials and time from that, and you'd only have to train for another 5 days. So it kind of like all adds up, and we'll get to that when we get to that, but just to explain ahead of time, if you're worried about leveling up, it's going to be done basically during downtime.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally, all the handouts. This is, as we discover things, this is your player's handbook. As we discover things and learn new things, I will add it to this, but I'm also going to make it to where you guys can edit. I'm going to give you a separate handbook that is your notebook, and you guys will be able to edit that and add your own notes to it and everything like that. Basically, like if you specifically came across a monster that you really liked that kind of was glossed over, you can make a note that like, hey, I want to investigate this in your own handbook. So I'm going to give each of you guys one of those in just a second, but first and foremost.
So it's kind of like we have a journal. Would we be writing like in character, or? You
don't have to, because this is more of a personal like note journal. I write my journals in character because I find it's funny to go back and read, but it's up to you. So we're starting off in the city of Lace Crossing, which is the city that's pictured back there. That gate doesn't exist right now. That's just cool artwork for what will happen. Currently, Zibble and Fia attend a place called Dunov University, and Lace Crossing was actually a city that was founded on the large concentration of magic that is in the area, thanks to several magical ley lines that kind of intersect here. Nobody knows where those ley lines intersect, but that's the study, or that's why Dunov University was founded. And this city is a metropolis that houses some 250,000 people. It's ruled by an elected council, several embassies for the 5 different nations of Lumidaire, which is the continent you guys live on. And what I'll do is drag you guys on over to said continent.
Ooh.
You can zoom out, or you can kind of scroll around and all that jazz.
That's cool.
Now mark where we are.
It's like a little bit. I don't know if I don't know if this is like a valid comparison, but it kind of reminds me of how the old League of Legends universe was, where it's like very magical. Yeah, and like sometimes things are founded based on that and that kind of stuff.
So where I'm putting that little dash, that red dash.
Okay.
That is where Ladies Crossing is located, and that's really the only thing that's important right now, because this game doesn't really take. It could take place going across this continent, but right now we're just focusing on the small. So you have the human kingdom across the river, and basically under this river is the. Here, I can actually just.
You can draw on the damn map.
That's the Thalmaldran kingdom. That's mostly humans, or pretty much just humans. If we go to the east here, you got this jungled area. And that's the Ranchi Empire, and that is Elven.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's where I get my men's.
Northeast. We go through this like tangle
Go over there with a shopping basket.
And into the Dwarven kingdom of Gorandir. That's all dwarves, and then where Lumi's people are from, up over the tangle of this area, is the Holy Empire of Melistra. That's Dragonborn, and then of course where we're left is the Free People's Federation, which is a mixed race. Yeah. And the Holy Empire of Melistra is all dedicated to the mother, basically the overruling god. She has 3 sons, 2 evil, 1 good, and those are also gods, and we'll get into that in due time when it matters. Anyways, the city sits within FPF. We're going to call it FPF instead of Free People's Federation each time. Sits in territory, and it's basically
First
open and welcome to
freedom.
all. Thus, the city was founded in such a manner that it would remain mostly free of political bonds. The elected council is 9 members strong, 5 of which are represented by the 5 kingdoms, and the other 4 are various elected officials that are considered local people. The population demographics are always shifting, but remain about 30% human, 30% elf, 15% dragonborn, and 15% dwarf, and then 10% mixed races.
Daniel, we are the 10%.
We have some named non-player characters.
Oh wait, I think he's cutting out.
Still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some named non-player characters that are kind of like that would be important to you. At the moment, they're not. If they ever become important to it, I'll point them out here. But if you want to know who rules in the council, it's listed there. Current year is 347 YN, which stands for Year of the Nations. And it has been a prosperous 347 years of relative peace, marred only by minor territorial squabbles, mostly by races like the Shifters and things like that, who are constantly going all over the place. There have been several problems with a purification cult of Melistra. There's a small dragonborn cult that's kind of starting to gain popularity. They're trying to rid the world of undead and lycanthropes.
Oh.
There are magical laws and restrictions of lace crossing. However, they are much more lax than other places. Once again, using Holy Empire Melistra, typically there you can only cast spells if you are a cleric of Melistra or if you were granted permissions by the church, and it's within specific schools of magic. The reason why Dunham University is so successful and the city has grown so far is that it's very lax on that. So the laws are, there is to be no casting or use of magic for the following reasons: to cause harm to another, to cheat, swindle, spy, or trick beyond entertainment, to change, alter, or control another person's free will and mind, or to meddle in the affairs of death or necromantic magics. There are some exceptions to these, and those exceptions are granted only by a special writ of the Archmage's Council of Dunham University. There's a fancy magical scroll that says, I'm allowed to cast this crap. And that's normally regarded or given to high mages of the, I guess, city guard. It's not really the city guard because it's more like a small militia than it is anything else. It's people that were hired and kind of voted into positions and things like that. Some notes on the world of of Allura, sorry. And this is things that will be added to as we go along. There are 7 days of the week that kind of mirror our own. There's Twins Day, which is given its name to the binary suns that Allura orbits. There's Ta Day, which stands for the day of tasks, being Monday. There's Set Day, second day of work, Tuesday. Cent Day, which is midweek or Center's Day. There's Fours Day, fourth day of the week, of course. Here's our Thursday. There's Ends Day, which is the end of the work week or Friday. And then finally Saturday is actually Stud Day, and that stands for the day of study.
Stud Day.
Yeah.
Stud Day. I know which day my favorite.
So there's
It's the day for you guys.
12 months also, but they're referred to as the month of blank. So you have the month of winter, which would be January, the month of wakening, which is February, the month of warming, which is March, the month of planting, which is April, the month of life, which is May, the month of flare, which is June, the month of cinder, which is July, and then the month of cooling, August, month of changing, September, month of falling, October, month of harvest, November, month of stars is December, and those are all in the handbook.
Stars.
Yeah. Really quickly on the Pantheon, it's also referred to as the Four, and that's used in phrases like the Four take us all, or the Four have mercy, or by the Four. And they are the mother and her 3 sons, all represented as large platinum dragons. Massive platinum dragons, I should say. Melistra is the mother. She's represented as a chaotic good god. She's the god of life and tempest, meaning storms, sea, and things like that. Her symbol is a pair of open hands holding water with a single drip of water falling down the middle of the 2 hands. There's Baltharax the Righteous. He's a lawful good god of war and light. His symbol is a gauntleted fist with a glowing light around it. There's Merax the Infinite, the lawful evil god of death and knowledge. The symbol is an open book with a smoky skull rising from the center of it. And then there's Andraxanax the Vile, chaotic evil god of trickery and death. His symbol is a sinister, dark-hooded head with a twisted smile showing from it. So that kind of just briefly covers a lot of information.
Yeah.
If you're not sure about things, or you want to act on something your character may know, I might just have you make a knowledge check to see if it's something they know. Or I might just ask what your bonus to knowledge is and see if passively you would just know that right off the bat.
Just in terms of anything that we would know? Like
No. Like, there's some things that are general knowledge. So if you go, well, would I know that? Or
Okay.
what is
Or like,
this?
where's the magic shop?
Yeah,
That's
like,
general knowledge.
Where's this? And I go, oh, okay, well, you know it's so-and-so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you need to find out, does this magic shop sell this? That's something that you might have to roll for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What I need to do is pull this off of my screen so I can show the chat and have my Google Drive stuff open because you'll be able to see everything. Alright, so what we're going to do next is drink a piece of coffee.
Oh, I want coffee.
Okay. Really quickly,
I want lunch.
we are going to go over each other's characters. Fia has misspelled her name. Yeah, you said F-I-I-A. This is Thank you, chat. Peoples, for helping us answer questions. Okay, so first we will start with Fia.
She can
being
spell her
played-
name however she wants to.
Being played by Shy Siren. Can you give a quick description of Fia? Only like at a glance, and you don't have to worry too much about
No,
personality.
I
'cause figured it out.
actually, I think I have her image up here, actually. No, I don't. Tiefling, copper skin, she has gold eyes, blonde hair. She's relatively short, though. She's only like 5'4". So, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, works as a barmaid at the, what is it, the Golden Mastiff? She's a student
Yes.
at Dunham University.
Yep, okay. Aesir. Being
I'd
played by
say, yeah,
Point Caliber.
Very majestic shifter who loves the drink. He is or was a tribal marauder that was part of the Wild Hunt tribe. Unfortunately, this amazing dragonborn cult wiped them out because they're all douches and love religion. But other than that, no, he's a happy drunk, works behind the bar, and just loves to drink.
Loves his drink. Oh, yeah.
And
So you hate me probably.
no, not by now.
Indirectly.
Yeah. But he has a certain resentment to you. He whenever somebody claps for your performances, he goes.
No, it'd be more like.
He has always accepted to taste your food and has 100% said that it's just slightly disappointing. So, Luminocean is playing Zibble. Describe Zibble.
I'm actually gonna put up that image that Lumi just did today to show everybody.
Oh,
Our
yay!
characters.
I should actually put the other things up picture. But anyway, she is a dragonborn, and she is, I think she's the tallest character of the group. She she has a neck frill that when she gets like angry or overly excited, it poofs out like the spinning dinosaur from Jurassic Park. She's silver and she has like amber eyes, and I don't know why I have to act that out. Anyway, she is a bard and she's very excitable. She wants to always be the best at everything. She wants to learn about everything, and she always wants to make sure that you know she's the best.
I thought she was the best at everything already.
She is the best.
She is the
lady.
best.
She's the best at learning how to be the best at things really fast.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she genuinely tries really hard.
I'm gonna have to draw Aesir.
Yeah, we're gonna get Aesir.
We're gonna do a group picture.
So.
We really need one, like really bad.
Yeah.
It'll be a pause screen whenever I get it.
So what's going to happen is periodically as things happen, perhaps if a player rolls a critical fail or if they roll a critical success, which can only be done through combat, critical fails and critical successes on skill checks don't exist for us. I don't feel that if you rolled a nat 1 and you have a +7 to something, that you suddenly like forget how to talk. I'm not into that. But what'll happen is that I'll be using straw poll to let all of our viewers vote on the outcome of things. So if somebody critically fails, I'll put up some examples of perhaps they drop their weapon and it slides far away. Maybe they end up leaning against their opponent awkwardly in such a way that it's accidentally kind of romantic. Things like that. You guys
I gotta be careful.
All right.
Oh my.
No crits for
That's
me,
that.
please.
What else?
Thank you.
Magic Law, we got over that. Roll 20. Rolling 1s and 20s, yep. Straw polls, we get to participate in those. Crossing, all kinds of these things. So just one other thing is that when it is a kind of known rumor fact, kind of weird thing, kind of like how people always see the light at the end of the tunnel. Instead, in this world, when somebody dies, all they see is the shadows, what they'll call, or the dark. And I'll leave it at that. Oh, snap, mystery.
Mystery.
What the hell? What the hell?
Old friend.
So, what I'm going to do is I want the three of you to roll a 4-sided dice. 1d4. You can type /roll space 1d4 or use the other things. I got to make sure my 3D dice are turned off. There we go.
Oh yeah, I need to make sure that. Okay, yeah, it's off.
Cav
So just roll it now.
has seen Journey Quest.
Yeah, what are we
and
rolling?
Gamers. 1d4.
So
What we're doing is
/roll
determining
space 1d4.
what your shift at work that day is. It is currently.
Haha, 1, 2, 3.
What? Nice. Alright, well, I
My icon is still that crow.
it is to go.
How do I change that?
You don't.
That just changed in outside settings of the chat thing.
Crow's just like.
Yep. It caught something over here. Alright, there we go.
Gosh.
So it's currently Tade, which is Monday. I'm going to eventually get to where I just say the prime version of it. And it looks like Zibble has the day off. She gets to do as she pleases. Yay. Aesir, you're working the early shift. And Fia is working the middle shift. So Aesir, you're there from like 11 to 6, and Fia is there from like 6 to 11, and there's the late night shift, which nobody's working tonight.
Daniel has props.
So no
Yes.
one's working together.
Just make
Nope.
the day interesting.
Yep.
At least not
So-
today.
I think.
What's really good about that is that you're able to attend class and not really have to worry about anything there, Zibble.
Yes.
I can't.
No, you're able to attend your classes.
Oh, okay.
because
Do I have an evening
you have
class
the
or
middle
something?
shift. No, you work. It's the middle shift from 6 to
Right.
11.
Okay, so I just got a morning class.
Yep. So what I need for Monday is kind of just a general idea of what you guys want to do. Sorry, Tade. It's what you guys want to do that day when you're not working. And that can just be if you have some money, check your character sheet. You might have some money, you want to go shopping for things. You might just want to relax the day and do nothing. That's totally fine. You don't feel like you have to do anything special. That's really about it. And then I'm going to have you make a roll if you're working.
I should probably close the window.
No, it feels really good. Dogs are dogs.
Okay.
So Tade's.
Ta-ta.
That would be the day that she would probably
She has
try to
class.
like study random stuff or like practice her dancing and singing.
Okay, perfect.
And
In fact,
you
she
wouldn't
can
really do much until tonight,
she-
anyways.
She can street perform if she wants to once she's
I
off.
thought you said streak.
That too. She can street perform now. And
She might.
That's good also. That's good
and
also.
maybe make some extra cash.
let's just, hit the night off
Yeah.
big, naked characters.
So,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check and play that lute for me, white
I can
girl.
do that on my thingy, right? On my profile thingy.
Uh-huh.
Do, do,
Beautiful, cat. Beautiful. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not trying to ignore the chat. I'm just kind of back and forth. But yeah, this is roll 20. It's beautiful.
We do have
And
a
I
big
love the
lag
new
between the chat,
little
though.
roll
So.
thingy. Performance charisma. So you
So
result
cool.
Like 5
is a
seconds or something.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. That
Mhm.
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
So do me a favor, Lumi, and roll me a 1d4.
Oh, a 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fantastic. So what happens is you go out and perhaps after your classes are over and you do some studying at Dunham University's library, you head the city of Lay's Crossing.
It's a city.
So what I'm going to do is
Ruff, ruff.
I know them dogs going crazy. What's up? Oops.
Why shut up?
Oops. All good?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Okay. That was easy. There we go. And I'm going to shrink these down just a little bit.
Oh, look how cute they are.
These icons were made by Shy Siren.
I want to zoom in. I want to zoom in. Wait. Let me zoom in. Oh my god.
It's over here, Shen. Over here. Top right. You guys
Oh.
want to zoom in? Use the top right next to the chat. It's like a little slider bar that goes up and down.
Oh, look how cute. Oh.
So, Zibble, you go and kind of hang out outside of Dunham University. We'll stay on a street corner right over here. And you being a practicing bard, you have papers that say that you're allowed to street perform, like you're not some riff-raff trash just trying to like...
Hey, do not diss the song of my people.
I'm never trash. I'm actually the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Mm,
The best.
the best around.
So you earn a total of 3 golden tips, and like you'll learn how much that is through time here. But like a really freaking good meal is like, let me actually pull it up. I don't have my Gene screen pulled up. Stupid.
I got all
So-
my.
A comfortable. No, meals. There we go. A comfortable meal, meaning like what you would probably eat right now. Actually, you got rich people than me. A wealthy meal is 8 silver pieces.
Yeah, you need to
Which
hang
is-
out with the rich crowd.
Basically, like each one piece of gold is 10 silver pieces.
What?
Yeah. Most people,
That much.
most people, like living a modest lifestyle, spend 3 silver pieces on meals a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's going out to eat. If you were like to cook or something like that, you'd be spending like a single silver piece, if that, and that's made up of 10 copper pieces.
All right. Well.
Just 1 to 10.
So you made a pretty
conversion
decent.
ratio.
Yeah, 3 gold
Decent
is pretty
tip.
good for a level 0.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get to do that. You enjoy your day off, make a little bit of money, and just have some fun. We're gonna go to Aesir next.
Is this the morning? This
Aesir,
shows where we're at in the morning.
Yeah, Aesir was working the bar.
Until 6.
Yeah, up until about 6 o'clock on Ta Day.
In the morning?
Bartender, bartenders have to use wisdom scores or strength or dexterity
Oh.
scores.
Oh.
And that can be
Mm.
basically, if you're using wisdom, it's because you're using your insight rolls, your insight rolls to basically listen in and get a feel for people and kind of like make the right judgment calls as far as what they might need. If you're using strength, it's because you're carrying large freaking kegs of wine and ale and all that good stuff back and forth all day. So, take some strength. If you're using dexterity, it's because you are one flashy mofo. You're shaking them drinks.
You doing the whole bartender
Like
thing.
throwing them up and everything.
Yeah, juggling, catching them in your cleavage.
Fame took tips you to do that.
It makes me want to think. I think about that song like a G6.
More like a D6.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I
It's
hope
here.
that parody exists.
So
It does,
I think
it does.
I'll
It
do-
does.
So you can use essentially any of your skills that match one of those three things. Basically, insight works, athletics for strength, acrobatics for dex, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, one of those three.
I think I'll do insight. See how that goes.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Well,
it. You, I want to say you're tipsy. So,
You're getting drunk at your own bar.
you actually lose 3 silver on drinks.
no!
Oh,
It's the early shift. It was
you
a-
got a pay cut.
It was a slow day, and you ended up having to pay for your drinks that day.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's alright, you
But if
got
you
some
want to do
drinks.
something after your shift or whatever, or
It's
hang
liquid
around.
bread. I don't need dinner now.
He already had his meal.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do for the day now that you're finally off work? Fia's about to come in.
Work-wise, I think I'm done.
Mhm.
But I think I might. Can I do like a dexterity check to see if I can pinch one of the more alright bottles of wine as I leave?
Oh snap! So you're gonna actually take a bottle?
Yep.
Those shifty
Yeah.
shifters.
Okay. Go right ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Alright, sleight of hand.
Be good at your job. Oh.
You kind
I
of
just
like you
hide it
double
up my
take.
sleeve.
Yeah, you nab one of the smaller bottles, slide it up your sleeve, and head on out. And it happens just after Fia walks through the door.
You got a problem this year.
But during the day, Fia studies. What else does she do? She has about 3 or 4 hours to kill after class.
I have
Go
school,
back real quick.
and then I have to go get ready to go work.
Okay.
So I
So-
need to go get ready.
Alrighty.
I'm not one of those flash changers who's just like throw their
Bam.
clothes off and I have my uniform.
Yeah, you have to actually change into trashy clothes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
So as a waiter, you have to use either charisma-based checks, intelligence-based checks, or constitution-based checks. What happens there is that if you're using charisma, obviously you're using your personality to increase your tips, your personality. If you're using intelligence, it's because of all the stuff you have to memorize while you're getting orders back and forth and all that stuff. And if you're using your constitution, it's because you work long shifts and it's non-stop running back and forth.
I have no constitution, so let's try to get them tips with constitution.
Okay, you can use a skill check for this.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You do your thing, girl.
Where's my
the
charisma?
bronze
Oh,
medal,
I got a persuasion. I got high persuasion.
So you talk them into being able to tip you.
I'm talking people
Just
into getting
saying.
more drinks and
If you want another drink.
This-
and you know what? I'm talking people into getting the cakes that are on sale.
Oh man, I did not see that coming.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay.
Not see that.
All right, let's see that roll.
All right.
You did not see that coming.
Fantastic. Roll a 1d4 plus 1. You earn 2 gold. You earn 2 golden tips.
Hey, two girls
Two girls,
are
one-
better than none.
2 girls, 1 cheesecake. That's what I would say.
Yeah, especially when they're making the cakes together.
Uh-huh. Mm.
All right, so
Put the icing on
just
it.
to explain that classes for universities, for the university students are Monday, Tuesday, and then on Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
So, silent hiccup.
Should I write that down somewhere, or are we?
No, I've got it. Not worried about it. So, it is. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next day.
And the very next
Hopefully we're all working
Second day.
together.
I need a 1d4 roll from everybody. It's sec day.
Sex day?
Hey, Kai Fleur.
day. I'm up for that.
Oh, guys, roll a 4. Oh, I
Oh.
see her.
This year gets a day off.
Wait.
Wait, so what is a 4?
So it looks like
Besties!
What?
Lumi and Fia are going to be rolling, or be working together. The question
My
is,
dream!
actually, I'm going to answer this myself. On an even number, you're coming in as an entertainer for the night, Lumi.
Okay.
On odd numbers, you come in as...
You come in as a chef. As a
yeah.
chef in training.
As a trainee!
Yeah, you're pastry chef in training.
It's even. You're in as an entertainer.
Oh, I thought she was
Alright.
the cook. I forgot.
I'm entertaining, but it's
Beautiful
okay.
done.
I'll just serenade you. Like every
There
time
you go.
Fia walks out, I'm
Serenade
like,
you?
here comes Fia again, and it just ends up embarrassing her.
She'd just be like to the table, done.
My character too.
Whoa, that
Oh,
laugh.
look at her.
It got out of
She's
control.
glowing tonight. Oh, she's so beautiful. Just look at her. Everybody, look at her right now. That's what I would want, but it's not what you would want.
All right.
Oh my god.
Hey, dear. What are you doing on your day off?
I'm actually going to the bar and watch all this unfold.
Okay, so you're going to hang out there at night or the whole day?
Oh my god. I gotta see this.
Just for the night. Just for
Okay.
the night.
So you're going to relax for the day, head in at night whenever you know that
Fun and good stuff.
that dragonborn chick's going to be entertaining, and she needs somebody to heckle her.
She needs a
gonna be there.
heckler.
To annoy the heck out of her.
Yeah. All right.
There's that
Both
guy
of you
with the
attend school that day. Nothing crazy goes on, nothing special. And you have enough time to get ready for your late shift. And we find everybody there at the bar.
Everyone's at the bar.
Yay.
So bring us over to that sexy map.
So we'll
Look at
finally
us.
go
We're in a
look.
pile. We're all together.
Bronze bell.
We're all
Mm,
cuddling
Bronze
together.
bell.
yeah. You're not supposed to be here. It's your day off. Go away.
I can't. It's small. I'm on a good streak. Hurry up. Alright.
Alright. Sophia, she's waiting tables. There's a nice little chair over here for Zibble.
Next to Gildy.
Yeah, next to Gildy, the Golden Mastiff. That is like 5 generations past the one that it was actually named after. It's huge.
And look at Asir sitting all the way back there in the bar next to the back entrance because
And-
he's stealing shit.
He's stealing everything.
You haven't had a chance to start yet. The door slides open and there's just a really tall figure that kind of like gleams. Parts of him gleam a little bit in the light as he walks in, and then he takes off this green hood off of his head, and you just see this metallic face.
It's your boy
He
Toy
walks in.
Lumi.
Shows up.
Ooh.
Merc shows up
What
because
is
he
that?
knows that
Uh,
Zibble is performing, and Merc is a warforged that has taken a liking to Zibble's art. For those of you that don't know what a Golden Mastiff is, I will show you on screen real fast.
Oh.
It is a
So cute.
Ah!
Golden Retriever,
no,
sorry.
kaiju.
Golden Retriever, Mastiff mixed. Bamboo Pow.
And it's amazing.
And that's their resident dog and all that jazz.
It's like
Anyways, it's here.
small
Grab a seat.
sized folk can ride on it into battle.
So, my question is Aesir actually going to try and heckle Zibble?
Oh wait.
Hmm.
Oh, if I see Merc come in, I blow him a kiss because
I
he
kind of
gives
just
me attention.
I kind of heckle in a way to make her like mess up her performance. Like I just pull faces, make weird noises, and that sort of thing.
Okay, so you're trying to distract her.
Yeah.
The intimidation is real.
Then what I want you to do is give me... Let's see here. Oops.
With every attempt to intimidate me, I only grow stronger.
Give me a deception check.
Deception, alrighties.
I'm gonna laugh, but this is a 20.
To 12.
No.
Alright. To not be distracted, the first thing I need from you, Zibble, is a I'm gonna call it a wisdom save. Wisdom saving throw. So that's gonna be under your character sheet under core stats. And you'll click save next to wisdom.
Okie doke.
This is a close one because they're actually tied.
Oh man.
Core stats. Where? Save.
See where it says
Wisdom
whiz
save?
and then hit save. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing my luck, I already know how this is going to turn out.
However,
Oh.
never mind. I was gonna say I don't know if you have any bardic abilities that would have increased.
Oh. Well, I already rolled.
Yep.
But
It wouldn't have mattered. It's only 6 at most that you would have gotten from that. So, what happens is you start to perform, and you look over and you see Merc, and you're all like, "Hey, Merc's here, awesome!" And then right behind Merc, you see Aesir pulling that crap off.
Just like making
Just doing
faces
that.
behind Mark.
And as you're playing your lute, as you're playing your lute, a string breaks.
Ba-ding.
So you have to spend several minutes fixing the string. Luckily, you were prepared, of course. You have extra string, so you have to restring it, retune it, and it takes like 30 minutes to get it just right. There's like 30 minutes where you're like, bling, 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 like, bling.
the whole bar's like.
So what we're gonna do is you're gonna roll your performance check for the night with disadvantage.
And I'm just like going, yes, yes, yes.
Where does
Yes,
my-
Cav.
where does
Yes.
she keeps- Okay, there it is. Okay. I will roll a check for what? For
Performance
I'm
with
shifting
disadvantage,
faces.
so you take the lowest of the two.
Let me look at the chat.
wait. What do I need to roll? Performance? Is
Yeah.
that what you said? Okay. Looks like 4 is my number tonight.
Yeah, you rolled a natural 1, which, like I said, we don't count the complete, utter failures when it comes to skill checks. So you roll 4. Needless to say, the bar doesn't quite fill up. You keep trying to restring, but guess what happens? Another string breaks, and you just kind of like, you're done with it, and Merc consoles you. He invites you over to sit next to him. He realizes that Aesir is causing some of the problems, so he sits in between the two of you.
Ooh,
And
such a
he offers to
gentleman.
buy you a drink. So with all that going on, Thea, throughout the night,
A gentleman is rather than does.
what are you gonna roll for your?
Buy me a drink and punch me across the face.
What are you gonna roll for your?
For my thingy?
Yeah, you got those 3 types that you can roll.
Well, my only real, what is it? Charisma, intelligence, and con?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my charisma mod is a 4, so let's try and persuade these people again.
Roll me a 1d4.
Ah. Oh.
So you earn a gold piece. All in all, it ends up being a slow night. It would have probably been better if it weren't for Zibble having to restring, and that kind of what draws in
Twice.
people. Yeah, on a slow night like Tuesday.
Yeah, but some drunk.
Damn
had
it,
to
Zibble.
ruin it.
Some stupid shifter.
Damn it, Zibble, you're cutting my gold.
So you guys kind of depend on her on that day, but what a letdown.
Somebody.
Good
I
news
wasn't
is,
thinking about the greater good.
yeah, the good news is tomorrow's a new day.
No
It's
one
scent
cares
day.
about the
It's
good.
scent day. It's hump day. It's midweek, guys.
Oh, it's midweek.
And
Woo.
fantastic thing about that is there's no school.
Yay.
There might still be work though, so why don't we roll that d4 to see if you guys have any shifts?
Let's all get a shift together. Guys,
Uh,
roll a 1.
We
Oh,
go.
Fia's off.
But I want to work. I want my
Bugger.
monies.
Hey, so you got a 4.
I want monies.
That's perfectly fine. If you want to work, you can work.
Ah,
No, it's fine. You can actually pick up extra shifts if you want to work more to earn more money. All right.
Oh.
So. Now keep in mind you have school on Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Let me double check that. Make sure.
so a
that
night
I'm correct.
shift may be a risky move.
Well, I'll explain it real quick now that you guys are interested in going to Thursday and Friday. So what happens when you want to pick up an extra shift? There's nothing wrong with it. What happens is that you can pick it up, but you have to do a Constitution save at the end of the shift, at the end of the day, before you go to bed. And if you fail that save, you suffer exhaustion. The only way to get rid of it is a long rest, which is like 8 hours of sleep at least. And what happens is either one, if you have school, normally sleeping in is all you need. So if you don't have an early shift, or even if you had an early shift, it wouldn't really matter because you can just sleep in until you have to go to work. But if you have school, your choice is skip the class or skip that day at school to sleep in because it's always early, or go to class and suffer exhaustion throughout the day, which basically means that if you do have a shift that day, you're going to suffer disadvantage on your checks. But you get to earn extra money, and if you make the save, fantastic.
Cool. Okay.
Excuse me. Bless you.
Bless you. All right. So we have Aesir with a late night shift, Zipple with a 6 to 11 shift. This day, Zipple is cooking. She's training as a cook today. And Fia, you have the day off. Do you want to decide to pick up a shift from somebody else that's working that day?
Yeah, I need to work.
Okay,
because
so
I need money.
You pick up somebody else's shift that day.
Okay.
I can cook food for you to carry.
Mm-hmm. So what shift do you want to pick up?
Well,
you could pick up the early shift, but if you want to work with somebody,
No,
I can't do
you
a
know
late
when
shift.
Well, yeah, you know when people are working. So if you want to work with Zipple, you can work with Zipple.
Yeah, I can't do a late shift, and I'm lazy, so let's go with the midday shift.
All right. So Zipple and Fia will be working together. Is there anything else that you want to do before you go in that day?
Sleep.
Okay. What about the two of you, Aesir and Zipple?
So up until we start working,
Which is like 6 p.m.
I'm probably gonna just sleep.
Okay. Actually, for you,
Yeah,
you go in like really late. You go in till like it's almost midnight when you go in.
But he hibernates.
Yeah, yeah. You go in from like 10
You have
to
a
5
daily
a.m.
hibernation.
essentially, for the late night shift.
I'm trying to think if I would be more benefited from like actually sleeping or like practicing something, rehearsing something, or studying something.
Rehearsing might give you bonuses or advantage.
Well, you're cooking tonight, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe I'm like looking up like recipes.
Okay, so
on how to
you want
cook.
to say that you go to perhaps Dunham University's like cooking area because they have like a culinary place, so you can kind of like
They
pick
have
up.
a culinarian class.
Yeah, all right, magical cooking. All right, perfectly awesome. For that, what I'm going to do, since you're doing something cool in characters, I'm going to award you inspiration.
Ooh.
Nice.
So what'll happen is I'm going to go into your character sheet, go into your core stats, and I'm going to click yes for inspiration.
Okay.
And what inspiration does is whenever you want to use it, or if you're having a bad roll or something like that, you can use it to just immediately give yourself advantage or give an enemy disadvantage. You can only have one inspiration, and that's all it's used for. It's on any d20 roll, basically.
Okay.
So, also, you can give that to somebody else if they need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what we'll do, since the two of you are working together, and Aesir's out of the picture, he's sleeping at his house right there. Meaning back behind...
Meaning in an alleyway.
Yeah, he sleeps behind Tingle
Surrounded by bottles.
Yeah, pretty much, Kath. So...
but they're neatly stacked at least.
What happens is that Merc, the stalker that he is, He knows that you're not entertaining today, but he asks around and he realizes you're working, so he wants to try out some of your food. He can't eat anything.
He can't physically
He doesn't have a
digest
mouth that
anything.
moves.
He just wants to put it on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just want to rub your creation
Yeah.
all over my face.
so
Get it in my eye slits.
He's
he,
up there.
he orders some food. Go ahead and roll me as a cook, dexterity-based skill,
Okay.
a strength-based skill, or a constitution-based skill. This is to handle dexterity, flipping the pans and all that kind of stuff, slicing stuff up. Constitution to handle the constant stress and being in the heat and all that kind of stuff. And strength because you're constantly having to, hammer through like with the knives and stuff like that.
You
Sometimes
have
takes
to use
strength.
the pan.
Well, yeah, the big cast iron pan if you have to lift that anywhere.
Oh
those
man,
big
cast iron
boiling
pans
pots,
are.
all
Ugh.
that.
Oh, cast iron, yuck.
Oh, wait, is this just in my normal like core
No, no,
stats?
no, this is your skills. You use one that's based off of those. So when we're looking at this together, we go to skills, and it says at the very end if it's dex, whiz, or strength or whatever. What you want is
Oh.
strength, constitution, or dexterity.
All right,
So
I'm
you use
gonna do acrobatics.
acrobatics. You got it. So you are flipping stuff in the pan and the skillets.
Right, because I think that's the only one I have. Yeah, that's Dex. Yeah.
You're moving fast through the kitchen, keeping your balance because it might be slippery spots on the floor and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And that's happened to me. You got 10.
10 is good.
So basically what happens is that it doesn't really stand out or anything like that, but you don't break anything, you don't burn anything, you don't lose any money, so you earn 1 gold.
Ching.
Merc, he ordered a steak and potatoes, and he's got some potatoes kind of like smeared in his metal creases on his face.
Oh no!
And-
oh no!
He
His
has-
juices.
He has the steak like he wasn't sure what to do with the fork, so he started mashing it with the fork. So he bent the fork, but he paid for the fork. Then you kind of showed him how he's supposed to eat these things, and so for the next 30 minutes, he would cut the steak, stab it, and go, kink, delicious.
I could just see
And then cut another piece of steak, stab it. This is the best thing I have ever eaten.
it's the only thing you've
Oh
ever
my
eaten.
God.
I could just see Zibble like halfway over
This
the
is
bar,
the
just
best
like
thing I've
cutting
ever
his
eaten.
steak into little pieces
he's like-
for him.
This he manages to like finally get a steak in between the wood pieces that make up his mouth, his teeth, and so it kind of like does this instead of this, and like it mashes the steak up, and then eventually just slides out the side of his cheek, and he's like, "This was truly moisturizing." Sophia, how's your shift going? Why don't you roll me one of your checks?
I got this. Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh
This is
my
Fia.
god. Ugh. Okay, let's do it. Ooh.
Good.
I am persuasive today. Oh.
Whoa!
I must be wearing the special panties.
So what happened?
some really big
My
numbers.
my lucky clothes
Her
garments.
bronze bells are working tonight.
What do I get?
Let's see.
You'll see. He says.
Hmm.
Oh, this guy again.
No, it's not that guy again anymore.
Oh
worry.
my
Don't
god!
worry,
I was about to say
nobody's
no!
dying.
Hide!
Nobody's
Run!
dying.
Stab him!
No, he's done.
Kill him. He's
Somebody
already
shows
there.
up in a
Kill him.
green hood at the
I can
counter,
smell him. I'm gonna kill him.
and he takes up a lot of your time and everything like that.
You mind?
Because
Yeah,
he's
he
an
takes up a
ass.
lot of your time. You know who it is.
Yeah.
He takes up a lot of time.
He can take up all the time he needs.
And what happens is that he leaves later on in your shift. He leaves small parchment that's all folded up and a small coin purse on top of it. And you have earned 10 gold for the night.
My sugar daddy came to town. He came to see me at my work.
Oh my.
Alright, sorry guys. And that parchment read.
Just write it to me, because I'm the only one who's gonna see it. I ain't showing y'all my love notes.
But I wanted to see.
Ah! Did I put copper?
Yeah, he would steal it. So gotta watch out for
I'm
him.
just gonna. What's this? Oh, that's where that weird smell is coming off of you. That guy. Oh.
Now,
yeah.
you know people can see my whispers, right?
Yeah. But
Oh,
as long
good.
as the party is being honest,
No, looking at the stream!
is being honest and not watching the stream, then it should be okay. Don't have it playing over there.
Oh, but,
Alright,
okay.
I've got the stream on pause. My internet's too slow for it.
Yeah, I figured
Oh,
it
it's
just eats up
fine.
your internet.
I was watching it to make sure that it wasn't like lagging out or anything.
Alright, so you're on 10 gold. And towards the end of the shift, you have to work an hour with Asir. Merc has long since left. Asir comes in.
He had to go clean his joints.
I was gonna say to clean his face off.
He had to go clean his wood.
Polish that wood.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why I had Zibble up here. Zibble's like back there in the kitchen. So Asir comes in. Asir, you're confronted by a short, fat human, black hair, real kind of like stubbly mustache and beard and stuff like that. Like he shaves it like once a week, basically. Got a thick unibrow going on, and he's like, hey. It
What?
seems we had a wine bottle go missing on your shift. Hey, you know the rules.
One sec. One sec, sorry.
Was that a predator? Bah!
Sorry about that, bloody dogs.
No problem.
So as you're saying, yeah.
Mind flayers.
Okay, let's start back over.
Yeah.
So this is your boss, is what you recognize. He goes by Kev, but it's Kevin Flander. And he's basically not accusing you of stealing, but he's saying, listen, wine bottle went missing. It was
It's
on
your
your
shift.
shift. You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, right, fine. Yeah. Give him the gold.
Okay. He looks down at the gold piece you gave him. He's like, This is one of the 5 gold
Alright, then.
bottles of wine.
Out of 24 gold I have, I give him 5 then.
Okay. He looks at it. Try not to let it happen again.
He must be a
Yeah.
log.
The bottle went missing.
What did you do with it?
You just walked out, punched it, and then said that.
What did you do?
This is your fault.
Do
Where
I
did it go?
over-
Where did it go?
Do I overhear this?
Oh yeah, it's like it happens right next to you.
Okay.
Do I see what's happening, or am I too far away?
No, you're back in the kitchen.
Okay.
So that's really all that happens. But you can roll your check for earning some cash. Maybe you can earn that back and be a good, honest bartender.
Let's see your
you guys
honest.
insight check.
Nope. So you're a little miffed that you had to pay for it. Like it starts grinding at you about 3 o'clock in the morning as it's dying down, and Fia and Zibble have left. Gildy is like over here sleeping against the wall back behind some chairs. There's like 3 people in the bar, and you end up actually just getting into a couple shots. You've not really messed with shots too much, but you decide to try a couple.
Oh God,
And
Asir.
it ends up costing you 2 gold.
Oh no.
You lost
yeah.
7 gold today. Oh my God.
And I look at the dog, useless
It's a
animal.
bad
Why didn't you
habit.
stop me?
The
Bad
tiefling.
Friends, why didn't you stop me, you stupid dog?
Dog goes back into the kitchen.
It's
The
an addiction.
tiefling who